If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time. Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Everyone's talking about NCTV45. Internet television the way you want it. Your #1 media source serving Newcastle, Lawrence County, and globally. NCTV45.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Good morning, Newcastle, and welcome to Wednesday, the 24th of February, as we embark on moving from February over to March, and just really a great type month that went by really fast, and we are moving away from a lot of the worries and fears that we had previous to this with respect to the pandemic. We'll talk about that. 33 degrees outside, and that feels rather great in that we're not in this frigid type weather anymore, and that absolutely great and feels perfect. And I have a couple things that I've got to show you, and I don't want to get preoccupied. The first thing I want to do is tell you about the birthdays. There in Berkeley, Bill Zarlingo, Kayla Douglas, Jerome Hassan, and Kim Miller, happy birthday. Make sure that you get that second piece of birthday cake. And celebrate all the way through. And let me tell you how you could celebrate. You know, You've seen Augustine's Pizza. Sponsors on NCTV45. They do a lot of great work. They're at the basketball games. And you know, that goes for all our sponsors. Cedars, the William F. and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, Crane Room. They really shine and make Lawrence County shine through all their hard work. And now we have somebody new, and I don't want to be remiss, okay? You can go to our nctv45.com page and see the people that really make things work here in Lawrence County. And my hat's off to them. Make sure that you support them through everything they do. I want to be able to say that. Now, moving forward, there's a new sponsor, but this is so great. And the reason I mentioned Augustine's, Chubby's. Yeah. And I get all choked up. This is just stupendous. For you folks that go back in the day, like me. Chubby's is making pizza. Now, they're just not making any pizza. Please. Right up there, it says, prepared with Augustine's ingredients. Oh, my. They're not kidding. When you sit down, and I don't care if you get the round or the rectangular. This is taking you back to the shop on Lutton Street. And let me tell you a little story. Because we did and maybe we should do a poll on what did you have after the football game or before the football game. Pizza or hot dogs. And now, Coney Island advertises with us. They were absolutely stupendous. You see Lindy's on here. But let me tell you, in the day, I would go to the game, and you had to order early because they would be pumping the pizza out, and I would get an Augustine's Pizza. Now, do you remember Paul's Pop? There was Golden Age and Paul's. My grandfather would buy, and it was a crate. There was probably 48 of those bottles in there. They were about yay big. I would get root beer and a slice of Augustine's Pizza. When I discovered this place, and thanks to Mary Jo Nicholson, and I walked in, there was root beer right there. And that's a test for me. And I got a root beer and a pizza. It's better than a steak dinner. Thanks to Frank Augustine. Frank, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do. And thanks to a new sponsor, Chubby's. And, you know, it's easy. You know, during this time when you've been all shut down with winter and everything, why not get in the car? Now, I'll give you the easy way to go. Straight down Route 18 to 208, make a right, head down into New Wilmington, and when you get to the light, the first street past the light, right there at the fire station, that's High Street. And when you make the bend, you can pull right into the parking lot and go back to the future, back in time, and get a tasty, great pizza. And for those of you that are wondering, yeah, they have specialty pizzas. I'm just so caught up in that, the regular, because that's what I do. But they have French fries, onion rings, chubby bites, deep fried cheese stuffed meatballs. That's something you got to try, because they have meatballs and sausage. They make their own ranch dressing. They have chubbaronis. Listen to this. Salads, party trays. It's just unbelievable, and a whole bunch more. Make sure that you check out Chubby's. And I want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors that keep community television on the air right here in Lawrence County. And you folks, Mercer County, you could throw a stone and hit it. You people listening in West Middlesex or just across the line, because that isn't too far for Mercer County to come down. Pulaski, go get some great Augustine's pizza at Chubby's. Get a chubbaroni too. You'll absolutely love it. Thanks to all our sponsors. And I think before every segment, I'm going to talk about them. And give you a reminder of all the great things that they do. And it really, you know, during this period of time, it was kind of important, guys. And I'll tell you why. We had this shutdown. And with this shutdown, they kept community television on the air. They kept you informed. Wasn't just me. They did all the work. And judging by the weather, you should be going to Easy Clean Car and Van Wash to definitely get that. You know how that crud gets on your car. I don't got to tell you about that. Check out those sponsors on our Nctv45.com page. And we'll talk about all of them. You know, up in Union Township, Los Amigos, each and every one, because Juan up there, he's been absolutely tremendous. And hats off to Los Amigos also. Well, folks, it's time to get to the state news. And this is great news in my opinion. An update, more than 2 million vaccinations to date. And then they talk about 2,830 cases. And this is from the 23rd, so this would be yesterday. 2,830 cases. They hospitalized almost 2,000, 1963. And of that, 418 in intensive care. So it's the most vulnerable part of our population that is having the problems. And, please, as you go moving forward, think about that and think about getting yourself in shape so that that doesn't become a problem with you. Now, with all of those type statements, this in from the state of Pennsylvania, the Department of Health, 7th through the 13th, COVID update. And this is what they said. They're doing contact tracing and everything like that. I'm a big proponent of the Constitution and rights. If you want to get the app, get the app. If you don't. I don't have anything more to say on that, as they want to make sure. But I could tell you this, with respect to the state. Let's use a little common sense. Here, if COVID up and goes away tomorrow, just like that, does that mean you're going to stop washing your hands or using hand sanitizer or any of those things? That just doesn't make sense. Please, live a healthy life. Well, the enforcement actions for February 14th through the 21st read like this. The Bureau, the Department of State, with compliance, released this according to the boards and commissions that met, and they performed 294 total inspections and opened 9 investigations, with 9 warning letters and 4 compliance letters relating to the COVID-19 mitigation. Here's a thought. If you're going to go into make an appointment to do one of these things, make sure you do the mitigation and do what's necessary. Now, Pennsylvania has reached a milestone in its plan to vaccinate seniors. They're doing that at an increasing rate, and that's just peachy. Now, let's talk about sports. And as we get and talk about this, I want to remind you, and I've been out there telling you about Cedars, and I'll talk about who's in this segment. Cedars Sports Corner, sponsored by Cedars. They are a great, great restaurant on our east side. They do a tremendous job. And they got great food. You should go to Cedars and absolutely enjoy their fish, their steak sandwich. I mean, they've got tons of stuff. And it is absolutely out of this world. And then, if you're looking to recreate, remember Sanders. They're up in Union Township, and they have some great vehicles up there. If you're inclined to do that type of thing. These people didn't just happen around. There's, and I want to be clear. Two fat guys in an oven right down the street here that do a lot of good work and sponsor a lot of the games that we've televised for you. And remember, they'll be on. The Canes will be taking to the floor on Friday. And you can see it right here on Nctv45. Now, in sports, Boston fell to Dallas. 110-107. I happen to be a big Celtics fan. Over in college basketball, Iowa State and Baylor got together, and Baylor won 77-72. Illinois, they're number 5. Michigan State beat them 81-72. And Kansas State beat Oklahoma 62-57. Just to give you some idea. Notre Dame, and everybody knows I like the Irish. Well, they fell to Louisville 69-57. And that's a rough one. So let's go to the Cedars Sports Corner and find out what's happening there. We'll be right back.
Buongiorno! Yes, it's two fat guys in an oven with their great Italian pastries, bread, pizzelles, pizza, sandwiches, everything you could imagine at two fat guys in an oven. They're great for lunch, great for take home, and great for any time. You just want to get away and get something to eat, get that cup of coffee, and that great treat. Two fat guys in an oven, give them a try. Right.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner and college basketball now winding down and getting close to March. So let's get to the schedule. The Duquesne Dukes will travel to Philadelphia to take on LaSalle. 7 o'clock on ESPN+. Now, over in the ACC, North Carolina State travels up to Virginia number 15, 6:30 to take on the Cavaliers, and that's on the ACC network. As you get a little later in the evening, Indiana is at Rutgers, 8 p.m. And then the 9 o'clock hour, the Battle of Tennessee, as number 25 Tennessee takes on Vanderbilt. Your nightcap, Fresno State, they'll be at UNLV. that on Fox Sports 1. Now, in the NHL, your schedule looks like this for your Wednesday. Not a great deal of matchups. The Carolina Hurricane at Tampa Bay, ESPN Plus. And later on, it is the Los Angeles Kings. They're in St. Louis, NBC Sports Channel, to take on the Blues. In the NBA and their games, Golden State at Indiana, 7:30 ESPN. And then the nightcap, the Lakers at the Utah Jazz. Head over to Cedars, get some great food, and enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. Did you see Cedars? Did you see Augustine's Pizza? Allie's Upper Crust, who last year got and sponsored those seniors who didn't really have an end of the year. Allie, tremendous person, working very hard. And Sporting Goods, yeah, they're still downtown here, doing an absolute excellent job. And you know, like the old days, the front of their store is still open, so you go in and get those odds and ends. And sometimes that's one of those things people go, geez, where did you get that? And you could tell them Sporting Goods. You could also, and I told you about Frank, right there, Frankie Augustine, great guy. I can't say enough good things about Frank and Augustine's Pizza. So, start to blossom and bud, just like spring, and support those local businesses. They support you. Now, you know, I am a little, I don't want to say disappointed. You know, every year at this time, I'm really big on, well, let me put it this way to you. My birthday's coming up, and that's in March. And generally, around my birthday, it's Pennsylvania Charter Day. This year, Sunday, March 7th. And Pennsylvania means Penn's, William Penn. Sylvania means woods. So Penn's Woods. Little thing. And that goes out to the people in Union High School. I had Pennsylvania history, and I never forgot that. 340th birthday of the charter. William Penn's original charter, 1681. And you can go to the Pennsylvania State Archives, State Museum of Pennsylvania, and Penn's Trails of History and see and read more about it. Pennsylvania was created when England's King Charles II granted a charter to William Penn in 1681. And that's a while ago. Once each year, Pennsylvania State Archives exhibits the charter document for a limited time. And the 340-year-old charter is written on parchment using iron gall ink. The State Archives preserves the document in a high security vault, shielded from strong light and environmental type of things that would make it bad. Beginning Sunday, March 7th and continuing through March 12th, virtual visitors can celebrate Charter Day 2021. Take a look at that. That is simply awesome. You know, Joe Sarbo sent me this, and they're having a cruising 2021, and this is cruising on down to Ocean City, October 7th. And that's a long way off, but that might give you that summer type feeling. And you know, this would be the right time for you folks thinking about summer and swimming. Nobody asked me to say this. I'm just telling you. We've got the Neshannock swimming pool. We've got the Wilmington swimming pool. Moraine State Park. Shenango Lake up there in Mercer County. That'd be great. You could go right past Chubb's, grab a pizza, and go. Or you can get an Augustine's Pizza. And you know, I told Frank I was going to do this. Put it on a Pizza Pizzazz. If you haven't, I got this thing. It's like a record player. And you put it on the Augustine's Pizza on there. And it makes it. It's just. So, Chubb's Augustine's Pizza, you want to try that. Now, with all that being said, it's time to look at the weather. And, you can already see sunshine out there, and that is huge. 33 degrees. Wind chill's 28, but the sun's out. It's making you feel great. Winds from the south of 5. Dew point 29, visibility 10. And now, when you stop and think about the weather, especially in this time when it's cold, Big Shot Bob's over there in Shenango sponsors the weather. They have many locations. Big Shot Bob's, great wings, and you get all different flavors because they have a whole list of those. And on top of it, you've got Crane Room. You've got Easy Clean and van and car wash. Easy Clean car and van wash. Right up there in the Shannock. Now, they're not going to scratch your car because it's brushless. It goes around and it really, really gets it clean. Unbelievable. You should give it a try. And know that Lindy's is right up the street. So make sure, again, you stop by our sponsors. Now, we're going to take this opportunity, go to weather. We'll be right back.
Easy Clean car and van wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't guard the score at Lindy's Lunch. Before the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Shannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
BSB. Big Shot Bob's are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bob's will be your favorite place, just like me.
To Lawrence County 45 weather. After last night's cloudy low of 32, how are we looking for the middle of your week? Well, as you take a look at radar, there, good old Lake Michigan, and you see cloud cover to our north, to our west, and then clearing. That clearing will be headed our way, and we're going to tell you when it's going to get here. Last night, mostly cloudy and 32. Your Wednesday, increasing cloud cover with a high of 50. Now, if that doesn't say meltdown, I don't know what does. And then Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 27. Your Thursday, mostly sunny, 39. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 25. Your Friday, sunshine, 42. And Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 31. There is a 30% chance of precip, which bops you into Saturday, mostly cloudy and 50. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, 33. Sunday, mostly cloudy, 49. Chance of precip, 40%, so you're going to see a rain. some rain on Sunday. And then Sunday night, showers, cloudy, 38, 60% chance of rain. Monday, well, Karen, this ain't going to be too good. Chance of showers, mostly cloudy, 48. And the chance of rain on Monday, 40%. Now, all in all, though, not a bad week, and especially weekend, as you start pushing up to the upper 40s into the 50s. Looks kind of good to me. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take this break, hear from these great people who would like to hear from you. Elham's for one great dining experience. Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
And we're back just like that. You know, special shout out to Scoosties. And they're right there on Highland Avenue. Target on printing, Town and Country. They do so many great things. And I just want everybody to be well aware of all our sponsors. That was one of my goals today, and I think we got it out. LGKG and Larry Kelly, a great guy. Not only does he write some articles, but fantastic attorney, and he coaches. A Newcastle guy, Larry. I wanted to take that time and just really give everybody a big thank you, big shout out, Bill's Bake Shop. I think that what you should do is, as you go through your day, just go to our Nctv45.com page, and you'll see all of these great sponsors that are there. Chuck Tanner's, Chilella and Carney, the Confluence, who, by the way, Gary Hill's going down there and sing, Coney Island. And, did you know you can get Coney Island chili now online? It's phenomenal. And, well, just by watching, you get to see a lot of those sponsors that sponsor community television. Ed and Dawn DeCarbo Funeral Home, taking care of worship services, Catholic Mass, Elham's. And I was at Elham's a few weeks ago. It was absolutely excellent. And here's a warming thought. Jim Micko and Sons. They're always around. My son takes Joseph's Sausage every weekend to college and just enjoys it. Lombardo's Apothecary. And, of course, we're in the beautiful Majestic. A great place downtown, and they're just phenomenal. So, I think you should think about a lot of these places. And, if you use Penn Isle water, you got some great coffee. So, think about that. As I think I've mentioned everybody on the list, and of course the William F. and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home. If you go to their spot and watch the Focus NC that's there, it's all the way at the bottom, it's easy to get to. They talk about estate planning and some of the things that you should do, pre-planning those final times, and do that. Just watch it. It'll give you a great update on what's going on. So take that time and visit those sponsors. They do a lot of great work in our community, and a lot of great work for you, making Newcastle, Lawrence County, the great place. And hats off to those folks down in Elwood City, up in New Wilmington, Pulaski, Plain Grove, wherever you're watching Nctv45. If you have an event or something you'd like to get on the air, email us at nctv45@gmail.com, and we'll take a look and see what we can do to help you. Now, make sure as you go through your day that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, well, there's only one thing for you to say. Yes, here it is.
NCTV45, The Train. Anytime on your time.
Yep, that's what you tell them. NCTV45, The Train. Anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. That's NCTV45. Always in the pursuit of excellence. And always here for you. Now, here's hoping that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody.